Hi, boys and girls. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are going to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. It's supposed to get cold and rainy tomorrow, so enjoy today. I also hope that you have had a chance to get into your email and get into our Google Classroom. There is a document there that is just filled with activities and things that you can work on this week at home. There are videos of Mrs. Jordan, Mrs. Edie, and Mrs. Gillooney all showing you different things that you can work on at home. So if you haven't got into our Google Classroom yet, talk to mom and dad, and if you need help, just let me know, okay? So I'm going to do some things with you now. And what I want you to do for me, because you're going to do some work with me, is I want you to pause this video. So ask mom and dad if you're not sure how, but pause this video and go and get yourself something to write on and something to write with. So a piece of paper, it can be a pencil, a marker, a crayon, anything you have, okay? So go ahead and pause the video. And then when you're ready, come on back and push play, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of these words first, and then you are gonna do it on your paper, okay? So just watch me first, and then it will be your turn. So I'm gonna throw myself a word. I'm gonna let it out on my fingers, and then I'm gonna write down the sounds that I hear, okay? So the first word, I'm gonna pretend that this is a pop fly here coming at me. First word, run. So I caught it, run. Right, I'm gonna let it out on my fingers, one sound at a time. R, n. And I'm gonna write the sounds that I hear. Ready? R, n. I heard an R, a U, and an N, and I can check it very easily by just making the sounds that those letters make and blending them together like this. Run, run. I got it. Okay, one more, and then I'm gonna have you do some on your own, okay? So this word is gonna come at me, it's gonna come at me from the side. You ready? Chat. Caught it. It was a fast one too. Chat. It's right here. Now, I'm gonna let it out one sound at a time. You ready? Ch, a, t. 3 sounds. But remember, when I write it, just because I counted 3 sounds, it doesn't always mean that the number of letters is gonna match the number of sounds. All right, I'm gonna write the sounds that I heard. First sound I heard was ch. I don't know just one letter that makes that ch sound, but I do know a digraph, CH, that says ch, a, t. Now notice that it was 3 sounds, but 4 letters. And also notice, please, that just because I'm at home and I'm in my comfy clothes and there's not a teacher here watching me, I still made sure that I formed my letters correctly. I didn't race, I didn't rush, I did my best because I know how to form letters top to bottom. I know how to make hooks. I know how to make side cups. I know how to make horizontals and verticals. I know how to make tunnels, and so do you. So I'm going to give you some words now that I want you to catch. I want you to let the sounds out, and I want you to write them. Okay, that's why you have your paper and pencil. You ready? Here's the first word. And if you need to, pause the video, write the word, push play, and then I'll throw you another one. Okay, here's the first one. You ready? Coming at you. Red. So catch it. Red. Let it out one sound at a time. R, e, d. And now I want you to write it. So if you need to pause here, pause, okay? All right, here's the next word. Jug. Let it out, one sound at a time. I'll do this one with you, and then you're going to do them on your own. J, g. Write that word for me. Don't forget, pause the video if you need to. All right, here's the next one. Lid. Let it out, one sound at a time. Lid. And now I want you to write it. Nice letters, please. We know how to make our letters really nice. Okay, here's the next one. Hot. Let it out one sound at a time. Even if you already know how to write that word, even if it's already a word for you that's a sight word, let it out one sound at a time. Listen to the sounds. Get yourself to be a stronger listener and write it, okay? Here's another one. Rub. Let it out one sound at a time. Rub. And write it, and be careful. Because if you are not putting the side cup on the right side of one of those sounds, you are going to come up with a nonsense word. So after you write your words, check them over. Make sure that you are putting the side cups where they're supposed to go, because it can really mess you up. All right, last one. Cab. Cab. Let it out one sound at a time and write it. And again, be careful with the side cups. All right, did you write them all? All right, next thing I want you to do. I'm going to give you some words, and I'm going to give you a vowel for each word, and you are going to find my mystery word, okay? So this is what you can do. Give yourself 1, 2, 3 lines like this. Can you see my 3 lines? 1, 2, 3 lines. There you go. So on this first line, I want you to write the first letter in the word ball. So right there, put the first letter in the word ball. On the middle line, I want you to give me a U. So I'm telling you the vowel. The vowel in this word is a U. And on the last line, I want you to write the first letter in the word sun. So you have the first letter in the word ball, you have a U, and you have the first letter in sun. Read that word. That's my mystery word. Okay, pause the video and do it. Okay, now give yourself 3 more lines. Here's another mystery word. The first line, I want you to write the first letter in the word hop. First letter in the word hop. Here's the vowel, it's an I. And this last line is the first letter in the word dig. Okay, so we have first letter of hop, I, first letter of dig. That's my mystery word. Pause the video and write it, okay? The last word, first letter in the word rag. A, first letter in the word pen. So first letter in the word rag, A, first letter in the word pen. That's my last mystery word. So you should have written 3 mystery words. Okay, I have a word problem that I'm going to give you. It's a little tricky though. There's a little trick to it. So I'm going to read it to you. Then I'm going to model it with you to show you how to do it. And then I'm going to give you another one that I want you to do on your own. Okay, so here's the problem. I'm going to do this one. 3 cows were in a field. One went into the barn to take a nap. How many legs are still in the barn? Or, I'm sorry, are still in the field? Okay, so 3 cows are in the field. 1 cow went to the barn to take a nap. How many legs are still in the field? Now, that's a little tricky. So I'm going to model this with you. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And let's see. Okay, just 1 second while this opens up. So I said that 3 cows were in the field. So that's the first thing I want to model. I want to model 3 cows in the field. And I can do that with, I can just use some counters here. I'll fill them in. Let's fill them in. Let's make them purple. 3 cows in the field. 1 cow went to the barn to take a nap. Okay, so we have to think about this. Are we going to add another cow? If I put another cow on there, is that going to show that one cow went to the barn for a nap? No, that's going to show that another cow came to the field. So one cow went to the barn. Let's put these together. Let's group these together like this. And one cow went to the barn for a nap. He is gone. Now my question was, how many legs are still in the field? I didn't ask you how many cows are still in the field. How many legs? Let's see. I know, because I have some schema here, some things that I already know. I know that cows have 4 legs. So I'm going to give my cows 4 legs. How many cows are still in the field? I mean, so how many legs are still in the field? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see how that was a little tricky there? I never asked you how many cows were still in the field. I said how many legs. So here's the problem that I want you to do. Ready? This is a similar question with a twist with some different animals. 2 dogs and 3 birds were at the park. 2 birds flew away. How many legs are still at the park? So this is a question that you are definitely going to want to model. So grab that piece of paper, grab that pencil, and let's model it. Let me read it again to you. 2 dogs and 3 birds are at the park. 2 birds flew away. How many animal legs are still at the park? Okay, a little bit tricky. All right, what I want to do now, this is what we're going to do. The last thing before I say goodbye, I'm going to go through just a few of our sight words really quick, and then I have a sentence that I want you to try to write. And a lot of the sight words that are in the sentence are right here in this pile, so I wanted to do these really quickly, and then I'll give you a sentence that I want you to write for me, okay? So I'm going to go through these pretty fast. There we go. The number word cards are a little bit smaller than the sight word cards, so sometimes they're a little harder to handle. A lot of number words in this pile. Now, I said at the beginning of the video that I hoped that you have all got into the Google Classroom, because there's lots of great activities there. And one of the videos Mrs. Galuni made is she's doing all the sight words. So she actually broke the pile of sight words in half because it's kind of a lot. And she did half of them for this week, and she's going to do the other half next week. So if you haven't got into the Google Classroom yet, do it, because you can see Mrs. Galuni doing the sight words. And you also can hear me doing letter cheers for all the letters in the alphabet. Remember, the name of the letter is A. The sound it makes is A, apple. Well, I did them all to Z, and here's a challenge for you. At one part of my recording, Bradley started barking. And I want you to see if you can figure out what letter was I on when Bradley started barking, because you can hear him barking in the video. All right, here's the sentence that I want you to write. I like pigs because they are big. Okay, that's the sentence I want you to write. I like pigs because they are big. So begin with a capital, please. Spaces between your words, and finish up with punctuation. It can be a period, It can be an exclamation point, but you have to show that your sentence is done. Okay? Use that nice correct letter formation that we know. One capital only, please. And let's see you do it. So you have a lot of work to do. You can save some of it for maybe tomorrow when it's rainy, but do a little bit today. Play outside, do a little something, read, try that math challenge, that math question. I like that one. All right, boys and girls, I will see you all soon. It was fun Zooming with you. I like to see all your smiling faces and hear how things are going for you. And I will see you again very, very soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye.